Somehow based in your own life, your own relationships.
Yeah, I think so. You definitely Hiccup is a character that I relate to strongly because he wasn't like the other kids, and where everyone was out playing sports, I was in my room drawing and reading comic books and feeling like an odd one out.
Olá, eu estou aqui com o diretor Dean DeBlois de Como Treinar Seu Dragão 3, que chega aos cinemas nacionais no dia 17 de janeiro. I watched some scenes yesterday and I almost cried. Do you have to need to take tissues to the movie theater? It's gonna get really emotional.
I hope so. Yes. Yeah, for me, I'm always a little bit disappointed when someone says I almost cried because I feel like we failed. So hopefully the movie gets you, and yes, I would be very happy if you have to shed a few tears. But also, I want you to laugh. I want you to enjoy it, and we try to put all of that experience into the film.
How can you compare the evolution of Hiccup from the first movie to the third one?
Well, the first movie and the third movie are quite connected because when we meet Hiccup in the first movie, he's a character who doesn't believe in himself. He's ashamed of who he is. And he goes through an experience in the course of that story where he learns that his weakness, his inability to be like the other Vikings, to kill a dragon, to be, macho in all these ways, that turns out to be a strength because he's able to befriend the enemy and learn about a dragon and change everyone's minds. So he really becomes a hero that changes his world around him instead of having to become like everyone else. In the third film, that comes back kind of to haunt him a little bit because in the third film, Toothless meets a related species and he becomes quite fascinated by her. He wants to learn about her, and she represents the call of the wild, the way of dragons. She comes from the hidden world. And so this is it's a problem for Hiccup because he thinks that every success he's ever had is based upon Toothless. He's respected now. He's capable because of his relationship with the dragon. If the dragon goes away, what's left? Is he just going to go back to being that kind of nuisance Viking that couldn't do anything right? And so it's key to his journey through the third movie of coming to face himself.
And now we have like Fury and Toothless. Can you tell a little bit about their relationship in this movie?
Yes, I think it's really fun. I mean, it's definitely one of the elements that brings a lot of humor to the story, and that is because Toothless he is the last of his kind. He's the only Night Fury left, thanks to our villain who had hunted them all down. And now Toothless has really no reference. He wasn't around his parents or his siblings. He doesn't know how to behave like a proper Fury. And when he meets the Light Fury, well, she comes from a land of dragons. She has had no real contact with humans except negative interactions, and so he is just like a complete amateur in trying to court her. So it turns out to be some material that's quite humorous within the story.
The franchise sent a beautiful message about respect, about friendship, and other stuff. What message do you want to send to the moviegoers with this movie?
Hopefully, the message of the movie is a universal truth that we all go through. That as much as we love one another, there are times when we have to kind of let go a little bit and let that person blossom and follow their own destiny and become a fully formed person themselves. It happens to all of us. It happens if you're a parent with children. It happens with children and their friends when we go on to different schools, and life continues. And so these friendships are so important. And for me, it's one of my favorite themes in films. When you have two characters that come from very different backgrounds, and for a while they interact, and they have such a profound effect on one another's lives that even if they have to part ways again, they will never be the same. And it's a life-affirming tale, and I hope that it comes through within this movie.
Probably it's going to be the scene we're going to cry a lot in the movie theaters, right? Yeah.
I hope so, yes.
It is somehow based in your own life, your own relationships.
Yeah, I think so. You definitely Hiccup is a character that I relate to strongly because he wasn't like the other kids. and you know, where everyone was out playing sports, I was in my room drawing and reading comic books and feeling like an odd one out. And I think there are a lot of people that relate to that journey, you know, of having to discover the thing about themselves that they're most embarrassed of, or that they try to hide, that it's okay to be who you are. And ultimately the world will come to embrace you.
The audience has grown with the hiccup. Do you believe in the movie theater is going to be way more crowded than adults than child in this movie?
I don't know. That's interesting, yeah, because it has been 10 years and a lot of people have grown up with these characters and they identify with these characters. So I do hope that as many adults come to the film as kids, because it's not just a kids film. I try to make a movie that I want to see, and the 300 people that worked on this film, we're all doing that. You know, we want to make a movie that we're ultimately proud of and that we think is entertaining for our adult selves as much as, you know, the kids that are inside of all of us.
Depois que entrar no mundo escondido, você nunca verá nada igual.
Hello Cinepop, I'm Dean DeBlois. I'm the writer and director and executive producer of How to Train Your Dragon, and I hope that you all go to see the film on January 17th. I really hope that you love it. We put so much love and work into it, and on behalf of the 300 people who crafted this film, we truly hope you enjoy it.
Tá legal, amigão. É agora. Olha só quem chegou! Sem comentários.